Hey everyone, this is Paul. Obviously, you know who that is. I think I was just gonna leave you all guys a message. It is 12:40 a.m. here in Singapore, and I just wanted to leave you all a really quick story about not getting upset when things don't go your way. And I'm learning those lessons again right now, even though I've had to learn them many times in my life. As many of you know, watching my posts and stuff, I was in Colombia. Well, actually, I was in Salt Lake City, hanging out, doing some stuff for Revo, and then actually went to a concert show with Post Malone. Then I was in Colombia for about a week, meeting with people, getting things going, getting us ready to actually open down in Colombia with Revo. And then at the last minute, last Friday, I was actually asked by Tomas Perez and Bogdan, my friend, to come out here to Singapore to attend the Token conference. Token 2049, I think is the name of the conference, the largest crypto conference in the world. They were going to have me speaking to some of the top people in different organizations, and I filled out all my paperwork before I got here, but what I didn't understand was if you were coming from the US, everything was fine. If I was coming from Colombia, I had to have a yellow fever vaccination, which I obviously don't have because I have not been there and I didn't think that I needed to get it. So Bogdan and I got on a flight on Colombian time, 4 p.m. on Monday, flew to Panama. Then we had a 13-hour flight to Istanbul, Turkey. We had a 8-hour layover, I think it was, in Istanbul, Turkey. We got to go get massages. We went and slept in these sleep pods, had a good time hanging out. I will tell you, I think that airport is so big, I don't think most of the people that are in that airport actually are going to a flight. I think that they came there, they didn't know how to get out, so now they call that airport home. I'm just kidding. But, so we got on our next flight. Now our next flight, I was thinking it was 6 hours, it was 11 hours. We got into Singapore, ready to go to our hotel, ready to relax a little bit. And unfortunately, I didn't realize I did not have this yellow fever vaccination. I had been in Colombia for longer than I had to have been. So I am now about to get on a flight to go back to the US. So I get to do it all in reverse. I will be on the first flight for, I think, 4 hours. And then the next hour flight for 16 hours, and I fly into New York. Then I'll have another 3-hour flight back home. To top it all off, I was extremely sick on this flight. I didn't have yellow fever, but I was not feeling well. But I just wanted to stop, and it's funny, I saw people melting down around me in the airport, getting upset, yelling at people, and I didn't do that. I ended up going and finding someone that could help me. In the beginning, you know, the immigration people weren't too helpful, weren't too nice. They said, you're on your own, good luck. You should have known all this, which they're right. And I took full responsibility for it. And luckily, I came across a lady that was one of the people helping. And I will tell you this. Her name is Kimberly, young Asian woman that helped me out, was probably the nicest person, has stuck with me for the last 2.5 hours. Took me from one place to the other to make sure that my baggage would get to where it needs to be, make sure it was going to get home, make sure everyone knew every piece of it, walked me all the way, put me in their premier lounge, made sure that I had the best seat in the plane. And I will just tell you this, it's about building relationships, it's about reacting and not reacting. Sometimes I have a tendency to overreact, and I know most of us probably do, but I will tell you, when it comes to situations like this, I know that I'm not going to do anything that's going to, I'm not going to make anybody help me if I get mad and angry and tell them and force them and make them do what I want them to do, because they're not going to, and they're not going to go out of the way. By the time we got done, this lady, Kimberly, was hugging me, saying how thankful she was that she had someone like me that wasn't throwing a fit, wasn't going crazy. And I told her, I said, listen, you don't understand. My life, I believe God gives me the bad stuff and the crazy stuff and the funny stuff, because he knows I can handle it, and he knows I can deal with it. So I will tell you this, I've got about 20 hours ahead of me. I'm going to be doing a lot of work on a lot of things, trying to get a lot of stuff done with you guys. I'm going to try to, if I can, I don't know if I can do videos on the plane, but if they let me, I'll do them. If not, the minute I hit the ground in Florida on Thursday afternoon, I'm all in. I'm going into full-on work mode, getting stories done, getting videos done, getting training stuff done. Next week, on the 25th, I am going to be launching and unleashing one of the most powerful sales tools I've ever seen in my life, that every single one of you is going to have access to, that is going to create, going to turn you into someone you didn't think you could be. And it's going to make it so that using AI and all these different things in a way that's very non-obtrusive and not hard to use, you guys are going to be surprised at where you're able to go in the next couple months. We're getting everything done. We're about to purchase all of the data that we need. I'm just telling you, things are in a very, very good position. We've got cities that are getting better every single day. I'm excited to get back home. And just remember, sometimes you just got to celebrate even your losses.